recap yesterday's lecture, last class's lecture on business proposal. Yes, Anisha. क्यों the mood क्यों off तुम्हारा है? The smile is not there. Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Are
Yes,
you okay?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yesterday we read about business proposal and its types and also its format. How do we write the business proposal? Basically, business proposal is a document which we send to other clients for getting job. It is two types: solicited and unsolicited. Solicited.
No. 4 types: solicited, unsolicited, internal, external.
Yes, ma'am. Internal means within the organization. When we propose, that it is internal. Then when we ask proposal for external peoples or external organization, it is external. Solicited, when a consumer asks for the proposal, then we give that proposal, it is solicited. But when they don't ask, but we propose that proposal, that is unsolicited.
Yes.
And its format was first we make the title page in which we give our introduction. Then we write about our proposal, that what we are going to propose to that organization. Then its conclusion.
Yeah. Then conclusion. Conclusion comes in the last.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was last. Between that, we include all the important information which we need to incur in that for the proposal, like what we are needed for that, what we are proposing, all kinds of information should be included in that, and at last we add conclusion. That was it, ma'am, which we read yesterday.
All right. Let us continue from where we left. And we also saw that what makes for an effective proposal. Anybody and everybody can make a proposal, but what makes it effective? It means first it has to be persuasive, and secondly, it has to be tailored to fit the audience. It means you must know what is the need and then go accordingly. And need and then your solution. How can you help to fill this gap? All proposals are required to be easily read, easily written, so that it can be read without or understood without any effort. And if it has a confident, direct tone, things will click. Otherwise, a timid tone can land your proposal in the trash can. And of course, a professional touch in presentation is also required. So then you're making a presentation, but you will also you will make it in a PowerPoint or something. And when you are making a presentation, you should also written and making it and speaking about it. These days, people are writing proposals in PowerPoint making a PowerPoint presentation, and so that they can the soft copy, and then of course the way you are presenting it. How convincing is your communication? How convincing are you in your words, in your tone, in your body language? So everything put together for a successful communication, for a successful effective business proposal, written and oral skills are required. We just pointed out it was there are 4 types of business proposals: solicited, unsolicited, and external and internal. We discussed the title page. We do not say the cover page, we also say the title. Always say the title page. And then we discuss the table of contents, executive summary, and the problems. Let us talk about solutions. What do you understand by the term solution in a business proposal? How are you going to be instrumental in helping the organization? Supposing there is no need for your proposal. In my company, there's no need of whatever your proposal is all about. then your proposal will not be accepted. It can be accepted somewhere else. So the solution is the filling the gap of whatever the company needs. Do you have the content? Do you have the proposal that can be beneficial for the company? This is the meat of your proposal. Solutions का मतलब होता है कि ये प्रॉब्लम है, अब मेरे पास ये सॉल्यूशन है. Solution is the greatest help of any business proposal or about anything. Like कहते हैं ना कि some people have the solution of every problem, and every problem comes with a solution. Of course, there are numerous problems in an organization, but if there's need or dearth of something and you have the answer to it, go ahead with the proposal. So this is the meat of your proposal. It means this is the core point of your proposal. A clear and detailed outline of your solution and its benefits. How are you going to be helpful? Primitively, address any concern your audience may have at this point. But any point, उनके पास अगर कोई concern है, कोई issues है, उसको address कीजिए. Right? जैसे हमने कहा था कि I would like to take soft skill classes. तो इसके पहले हमको address करना पड़ेगा ये concern है. Today students can speak English. They are speaking English. They are trying to learn, but the way they are speaking is not correct. तो यहाँ पर क्या होता है? The need of soft skill for students is highly required. Students should know not what they are saying. Students should also know how they are saying. तो अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं कि I would like to introduce soft skills in the class, तो इस problem को हमको highlight पहले करना है कि आपके स्टूडेंट्स को सॉफ्ट स्किल नहीं है और जिसको जो जानना बहुत जरूरी है. दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एवरी पर्सन वर्किंग इन एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सॉफ्ट स्किल अगर नहीं है देन मैटर्स कैन नॉट मूव सिंपली. To primitively address any concern your audience may have at this point by discussing potential obstacles and how they can be avoided or addressed. Clearly state. तो सबसे पहले क्या होता है? पहला बुलेट क्या होता है? Discuss the problem, address any concern the organization is having, and provide the answer. Yes, we can. It can be avoided if you include some soft skill classes for your students. Clearly state why your solution is the best solution. Now, the same question is asked in any interview. Why should you be chosen? Why should you be recruited? Why do you think you are the best candidate? अब बताओ क्यों आपका. Let me get back to you. No, why your proposal should be accepted? ऐसा आपके proposal में क्या है कि आपका proposal accept हो जाएगा? वही आप बताइए. अनीशा, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, अपना कैमरा ऑन करिए. मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपका प्रपोजल इस क्लास में. there are 47 students who have joined, 46 students who have joined, और सभी ने प्रपोजल दिया है. मान लेते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल. नो, why should your proposal be accepted? आपके प्रपोजल में ऐसा क्या है जो आप ही का एक्सेप्ट होगा? The same question will be asked in your interview. Why do you think you are the best candidate? तो तुम्हारी प्रपोजल एक्सेप्ट क्यों होगा? अनीशा एंड माही, बताओ.
Ma'am, our proposal will have all the required.
Our नहीं माम, मेरा ना. हाँ ठीक है. यहाँ पर जितने लोग कैमरा में उनसे बात कर रहे हैं, जो लोग कैमरा में नहीं है मैं उनको जान दे रही हूँ वो है भी क्लास रूम में कि नहीं है रूम में. तो माही, अनीशा एंड अभिनय कुमार. बाकी लोगों तो.
Yes, ma'am. Our proposal will fulfill the needs of that organization.
तो पहले बताइए अनीशा, बताइए कि किस प्रपोजल के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. आपका क्या प्रपोजल है? पहले what proposal are you trying to write or going to write?
Ma'am, I will. Yes, ma'am. For transportation. that I will provide transportation to any company that they will be needed.
Okay. ठीक है, कंपनी को हायर करती है, प्रपोजल एक्सेप्ट आपका हो भी सकता है। तो बहुत लोगों ने हो सकता है कि अभिनय ने भी ये प्रपोजल दिया है कि मेरा भी चलता है भाई ऑटोमोबाइल्स और हम अपना प्रपोजल देना चाह रहे हैं, माही सिंह का भी चलता है, तो तुम्हारा ही क्यों एक्सेप्ट हो? आप तीनों से मैं बात कर रही हूँ, आई एम टॉकिंग टू पीपल हु हैव देयर कैमरास ऑन। बाकी लोग मेरे लिए आई डोंट नो whether they are there or not, I don't know. You need to keep your cameras on if you want to speak to me. If you want me to speak to you, keep your cameras on. फिर पता प्रकाश पे आ गया, तुम्हारी ही दुकान से क्यों सामान क्यों खरीदे? आपका प्रपोजल अगर है, पता बताइए, आपके दुकान से ही क्यों सामान खरीदी जाए?
हम ये लिख सकते हैं कि यहाँ मैम औरों से सस्ता होगा, बिहेव अच्छा होगा, और मतलब प्रपोजल में।
हाँ, मान लो तुम प्रपोजल इस बात के लिए दे रहे हो, for supplying goods from your shop, ठीक है? Why should, जैसे अभी तो इतनी ज्यादा जैसे स्विगी है, बहुत सारे मतलब होड़ लगी हुई है, बिग बास्केट है, अमेजोन है, फ्लिपकार्ट है, आप ही से क्यों लिया जाए? फ्लिपकार्ट से ही क्यों लिया जाए? बताइए आप।
हम प्रपोजल में ये लिखेंगे कि हम कंज्यूमर के बजट में प्रोडक्ट को उनके हाथों तक पहुंचाएंगे, होम डिलीवरी करेंगे, सही क्वालिटी होगा कम बजट में, ये सब कुछ चीजों को मैम हम इंक्लूड करेंगे जो औरों से डिफरेंट होगा।
और क्या, आपको कैसे पता है कि और का क्या, और का कैसे? यू विल हैव टू डू लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च वर्क।
Yes ma'am, we need to do marketing survey also.
Yes. और ये प्रपोजल ऐसे ही थोड़ी लिखा जाता है, सर्वे करना होता है कि आगे देखिए कि वो कंपनी में ऑलरेडी अगर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का काम चल रहा है तो देखिए क्या लूप होल्स क्या है, प्रॉब्लम्स क्या आ रहा है। आपको इनसाइड स्टोरी में देखना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट दे आर नॉट डूइंग एंड वेदर देयर इज अ नीड और नॉट। अगर कंपनी वो बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है इसका, देन व्हाई विल दे एक्सेप्ट योर प्रपोजल? दे विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट। तो पहले तो नीड देखिए ना कि सपोजिंग देयर इज अ नीड, a new company, somebody has maybe it's a startup company, a new company, and then you would like to made a proposal, fine, so you want them to accept your proposal, so what things will you put in? चलिए एक का तो बताया कि इनका how will he supply, माही का है कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, माही सिंह सॉरी ऋषा का है, माही तुम्हारा क्या प्रपोजल है? What proposal will you be putting up? And why do you think this is the best? Why should your proposal be accepted?
Yes ma'am.
हाँ, अभिनय बताओ, तुम किस बात का प्रपोजल लिख रहे हो? लिखना तो तुम ही लोग को है ना। I am giving you the choice कि आप अपना प्रपोजल बनाइए और बताइए कि क्यों, इस वक्त बताना है कि क्यों आपका एक्सेप्ट हो, उसमें ऐसी क्या क्या बातें डालें जो कि आपका एक्सेप्ट हो। Think about it and let us get back. So clearly state your solution, what the best solution you will be providing, and what is it that makes your proposal more effective or beneficial compared to alternative options. When writing this section, always keep your audience at the forefront of your mind. Whenever you're writing this, your mind should always be on your audience, what your audience wants. You have to do a little SWOT analysis of your audience, the strength, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threats. What are the threats? So you're taking a look at the weakness and the threat about it. So when writing this section, keep this in mind. Anybody have to say anything? Think about it. The more tailored your proposal is to your audience perspective, the more convincing it will be. Means if you know the need, if you're convincing, it is tailor-made. कि बस आप ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फिट हो जाएगी. Tailor-made. It will be likely to be accepted. The next part is your qualification. Solution means what you have, what you are providing. Qualification. And now आपने तो बता दिया कि ठीक है मेरा प्रोडक्ट अच्छा है, मेरी सर्विस अच्छी होगी, मेरा बिहेवियर अच्छा होगा, सब अच्छा होगा आपका, आपको टाइमली डिलीवरी होगा, you can give an extra time, for example संडे वर्किंग भी कर सकते हैं. अगर ऑटोमोबाइल्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं आप तो माही ने बताया नहीं कि उसका प्रपोजल क्या है. माही,
यस मैम.
आपने कुछ बताया नहीं कि प्रपोजल क्या है आपका.
Yeah, ma'am. My proposal is to take my products of juices from my company, because I think that in my company the juices are best. The taste of the juices are very best.
Are you talking about catering or something?
What, ma'am?
Are you talking about catering?
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm just talking about the proposal of the juice. Juice. I have a juice factory and I want to sell the product.
Fine. तो यहाँ पर उसके बाद sorry, your qualification comes next. How well you are capable of managing, planning, creating. Your qualification now, your technical skills, your soft skills, your interpersonal skills, your intrapersonal skills, all will come handy. This is where you reassure your audience that you have the experience and or expertise necessary to solve the problem. Something of importance, you will assure कि आपके पास जो नॉलेज है, जो स्किल है, जो एक्सपीरियंस है, जो सॉफ्ट स्किल है, जो टेक्निकल स्किल्स है, जो बिहेवियर है, वो सब आपका, and that has added to your expertise and necessary action to solve the problem. So this section is mainly useful for proposal directed for customers, clients, or investors who may be unfamiliar with you or your work. So this is not an internal proposal or internal solicited or unsolicited. This is something when the person doesn't know you. आप कंपनी के बाहर की बात कर रहे हैं, they don't know कि आप क्या है, आप क्या करते हैं. ठीक है, so you will have to tell them how you have made yourself capable of having your proposal accepted. किस तरह से आप capable हैं, किस तरह से आपने अपने को develop किया, आपका skills develop किया, technical skills develop किया है, and how you think that, and how you feel that, and how you are confident that you're making a proposal which can never fail. You may also want to include this section in unsolicited internal. In unsolicited internal proposal, if, for example, the colleague is addressed to is someone with whom you have had little prior communication. तो ये थर्ड बुलेट है कि उसके लिए भी आप दे सकते हैं अनसोलिसिटेड इंटरनल प्रपोजल जिससे आपकी कम बातचीत हुई हो, whom the person doesn't whom you have not known for a long time, you have had little prior communication, or when somebody is new to the organization, supposing there's a new HR, there's a change of persons at the top section, then you may include all these things also. This section may not be necessary for a solicited proposal as the use of an RFP indicates the audience is already aware of your qualification. So this is not for use for the solicited, because the person already knows who is working and what are your qualifications. For this section, tone is almost as important as the content itself. The tone should be good. A confident tone will reinforce the trust you are trying to build. Hint: an easily integrated digital communication assistants like what is this? Can swiftly analyze the tone of your piece in real time and provide suggestions for improvement to ensure your message has maximum impact. So, an easily integrated digital communication assistant can also help you to analyze this and provide you suggestions. This you can do, you can also delete. Next, we come to the cost summary. So here is where the finance counts. This is where you include the finance cost of your solution as well as any other potential costs, time, resources, etc. it may incur. Okay. So Mahi, let us start with you. Anisha, let us start with you. What will be your charges for your service, your automobile? You are lending out you lend out. If you're talking about cars for companies, तो कौन सा कार है, और companies की, even banks की, for their executives. So what will be the cost? Clearly break down. Sorry, this is where you include the financial cost of your solution as well as any other potential. तो आप cars देंगे या क्या देंगे? Buses देंगे? कितने घंटे तक देंगे? Monday to Saturday देंगे? Monday to Friday देंगे? कितने hours का देंगे? Will you provide the diesel as well, or will you are you just asking, will you just give the car and let them take care of the diesel and the petrol, or are you talking about just a lump sum money? Right? So यहाँ पर आप इस section में cost summary में आपको आता है कि what you want in return, the financial cost of your proposal. Clearly break down the different costs. Ensure your readers will know exactly what they are paying for and how much it will cost. If applicable, make sure, like Mahi, तुम्हारा जो juice का है,
Yes, ma'am.
तो क्या आपको करना है कि how are you going to deal with the cost part, the finances? If applicable, make sure to differentiate between necessary cost and those that, while ideal to include, can be cut if absolutely necessary. For electronic submission, consider including a responsive pricing table that will allow the reader to check off only the items they are interested in to instantly calculate the total. And for this section, good organization is critical. Use simple tables, charts, or lists to make it as clear as easy as possible for your reader to review your options. This is what you want in return for your proposal, right? So it has to be very beautiful, very effectively chalked out in tables. Fine. Have you understood? एक बार बना के देखो इस चीज को, ठीक है? Terms and conditions. This is also important. No, what is not important? Everything is important. When you are writing a proposal, कायदे से जो बना रहे हो तुम, like a professional बना रहे. Maybe you can also make it for your company, for the company that you're working, or when you're whatever you're doing. Terms and conditions. Use this section to thoroughly cover billing procedures, project timelines, and other legal formalities. The terms and conditions of your agreement. This section is likely not necessary for internal proposal, but it is absolutely necessary for proposal directed as customers, clients, or investors. So terms and conditions कोई जरूरी नहीं है internal में जो आप कोई जरूरी नहीं है, but external में yes, it is necessary. Avoid frustrating your reader with confusing legalese and industry jargon here, and keep your vocabulary very direct and simple. Unnecessary terms and conditions मत लगा दीजिए, वो जो उस तरह के जो आता है, it will only frustrate and confuse the person. So even this you can avoid. Hints तो क्या, digital में everything is possible, but then keep your vocabulary simple and prescribed and simple and direct. So terms and condition के बाद agreement. When the person agrees to whatever you proposed, सब okay हो जाता तुम्हारा. Supposing for बहुत ज़्यादा your demanding rate is too high, क्या होगा? किसी का कम हो जाएगा तो उसी का होगा ना. Now the agreement. This is where you and your readers sign off on a proposal once it is accepted. It is a big event. अगर आपने proposal दिया है, आपने presentation आपने दे दिया है, and if it is accepted, this is a huge success because it means business, no? It means business. So be sure to include both your and your readers' names and titles to print below the signature lines. For customer, client, or investor's proposal, include contact information should they have any question or concern about your proposal. Again, keep the section simple and easy to read in order to smooth the path to acceptance. As for creating the document itself, there is a wide variety of purchasable business proposals, templates, and programs. But then, however, many major drafting platforms such as Google Docs, they offer free templates, but then what I suggest, you make your own. Suggest कर देते हैं कि ऐसा होता है कि you can always create your own and create your own brand image. Do not be lured by, attracted by Google or internet. Make your own proposal. Understood? You want me to share this document in your group?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
For any clarification, you can come up. And everybody, please, if you have understood the theory part, write the. हाँ, गौरव को नहीं पूछे हम. तुम्हारा क्या proposal है, गौरव बताओ. This was the theory part. So you will start writing the proposal on your own. Will you be able to write as per the guidelines?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
बस अनिशा ही यस मैम बोल रही है, बाकी लोग कुछ नहीं बोल रहा है कुछ.
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम, यस।
लिख लोगे ना? अभी नहीं लिखोगे? अभी तो कब लिखोगे? जब समय पड़ेगा तब लिखोगे क्या?
Hello, ma'am.
हाँ
Yes,
यस.
Hello,
ma'am.
ma'am.
हाँ. Who is helloing me? Who is hello मैम, कौन हो भाई बताओ? The meaning. For example, if the sentence is, if the question is differentiate between bazaar and bizarre, who can answer this question? Bazaar, B-A-Z-A-R-R and B-I-Z-A-R-R-E. What is the difference?
बाजार का मतलब में मार्केट होता है।
हाँ, बाजार मतलब कि बाजार आप जा रहे हैं. This is the bazaar. And what is bizarre?
Strange.
Strange. तो आपको पता है तो आप डिफरेंशिएट कर लेंगे. जिनको नहीं पता है तो वो मार्क्स लूज करेंगे उसमें. It can be either fill in the blanks or it can be just a straight question of 4 marks. Differentiate between the pair of words. They will be giving you the pair of words. Questions आप निकाल लीजिए last year का and then come with the questions. And yeah, abstract हम लोग अगले क्लास में देख लेते हैं.
Okay.
How to write an abstract.
Okay, ma'am.
Abstract होता है क्या पहले आप बताइए. जैसे आप मैंने कितना इजी एग्जांपल दिया था. कोई फिल्म तुम देखते हो, फिल्म का ट्रेलर देखते हो तुम लोग ना. तो ट्रेलर क्या है? जिस तरह से ट्रेलर देखते हो बहुत सारी चीजें नहीं बताते हैं, लेकिन मेन चीज वो बता देता है ताकि तुम अट्रैक्टेड होके वो फिल्म देखो.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या?
Ma'am, we can say brief and crisp information about
हाँ,
something.
yes, the best information about your content. तो इसमें क्या होता है, सबसे पहले नहीं लिखा जाता, सबसे बाद में एब्स्ट्रैक्ट लिखते हैं. पहले तुम अपना कंटेंट तैयार कर लेते हो, उसके बाद एब्स्ट्रैक्ट लिखते हो. ये मेरा कंटेंट है, ये मेरा राइटअप है, अब इसके मेन पॉइंट्स हाईलाइट कर देते हैं आप. एंड हाउ टू कन्विंस द रीडर दैट रीड माय कंटेंट. वो सबसे पहले रीडर जो देखता है आपकी किताब में, सबसे पहले आपका एब्स्ट्रैक्ट देखता है. उस एब्स्ट्रैक्ट को बंदा पढ़ के समझता है कि इज इट वर्थ वाइल रीडिंग और नॉट. मतलब एब्स्ट्रैक्ट एक गेटवे है टू योर कंटेंट. अच्छा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट रहेगा, देन द पर्सन विल बी अट्रैक्टेड टू रीड द एंटायर कंटेंट. एब्स्ट्रैक्ट अगर अच्छा नहीं होगा तो आपका कंटेंट नहीं रोक पड़ेगा. एक तरह का गेटवे होता है. बदन तो बताया था एब्स्ट्रैक्ट हाउ टू बी वेरी पर्टिकुलर इन राइटिंग एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट. वो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट एंड समरी दो चीज होता है. समरी इज आप एंटायर कंटेंट को आप समराइज कर देते हैं. यहाँ एंटायर कंटेंट नहीं लिखना होता, यहाँ मेन चीज लिखनी होती है. हाईलाइटिंग समथिंग व्हिच इज इंपॉर्टेंट so that the person will be interested to read the whole thing. You should arouse the curiosity of the reader. Okay.
Ma'am, summary is written after the story, no, but abstract is before the story to attract the reader.
No. Summary is always written after. पूरी कहानी
Yes, ma'am.
होगी, अब इसका ये summary हो गया. और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट सब कुछ लिखने के बाद एब्स्ट्रैक्ट सबसे पहले जो रीडर देखता है वो होता है एब्स्ट्रैक्ट. अब अपनी किताब खोलिएगा, कोई भी कंटेंट, तो फ्रंट पेज में क्या है, सर का जो मैसेज है, दैट इज लाइक एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट. आफ्टर रीडिंग दैट एब्स्ट्रैक्ट यू विल बी इंटरेस्टेड टू नो ओके व्हाट इज इन दिस बुक. राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए, ओके. Any more questions you have?